Hey guys, it's Snipezy. Welcome back to Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII, and we've been doing a lot of grinding, as you can tell by the time of day. It's still day 10 though, and there's a lot to talk about for the start of the video, so let's get that out of the way now. So, I have been doing a lot of monster farming and grinding for the Omega versions of the monsters, basically the last ones, and we already did the Nebula just to show it off, but we have that. Goblets. And we have Skeleton done already since we did that for the quest. Dryad, which is from the Wildlands. None of those are done yet. We also have Gremlin from XIII and other locations from the Wildlands mini flan. Rafflesia from the Wildlands as well. Ecto Pudding, which is from the Wildlands as well. The Driftid, which is from the Wildlands as well. And the Hamu Man, which is also from the Wildlands. A lot of grinding there. And we also have Zomok, which is the wind dragon thing from XIII. And then we have Revo, which is from the Wildlands as well. The behemoth monster, and then the chocobo eater. We've extinct that as well, and oh my goodness, that was such a tough one trying to get that done, but I found a really good strat. And then Aster Protoflorian, again from the Wildlands, and then I don't think there's any others that are Omegas from the specials and stuff, but yeah, that's basically what I was doing in my spare time to take down those monsters. So as it said, they're extinct now, so these monsters, they're never going to spawn in a game, even the New Game Plus, which is crazy. And there is a reason why I did take on these monsters, and it's related to day 13 of the game. And if you don't want to have spoilers about day 13 in the game and you want to do it for yourself, then feel free to skip ahead or anything of the sort. You know, if you want to click off, that's fine. But it's going to be related to a place which is called the Ultimate Lair, and I have mentioned the name before, and I haven't gone into detail though, and I'm going to show off the footage of me fighting the monsters now, just to, you know, show how I did them whilst I talk about the Ultimate Lair, because basically in this Ultimate Lair, which is in the Dead Dunes, we are going to be able to fight every single Omega version of the monster, the last one of each monster species in the game that can be extinct. The only exceptions are certain monsters that you can't extinct, like certain robots or certain monsters, but nearly everything in the game is able to be wiped out, which is awesome. But these monsters show up in this dungeon, and they show up in different floors, one by one, and I think there's a total of 31 floors, including a secret boss. But the problem with this dungeon, it's very, very tough, because you're fighting these last one monsters back to back, floor by floor, and you basically have to do this without the ability of chronostasis. And on top of that, even in battle, time is progressing, so you literally don't have a break unless you pause the game manually, which is crazy that the time's just constantly moving, and it's a big challenge, and I've never been able to do this dungeon before. I don't even think I've reached a secret boss myself, so it's going to be an interesting challenge trying to do that, but I've been preparing for this dungeon because luckily, as I'm showing off right now, with me defeating these last ones, these monsters, you are able to actually take care of these monsters before you get to the Ultimate Lair. So it basically makes this grind even better, this challenge of this dungeon even better. You don't have to try and like get through by the skin of your teeth. You can just like fly right through if you're able to take down all of the Omega monsters, all the last ones, in the actual main game before you get to day 13. So I did myself a favour by just getting all the side quests done, or at least most of them. There's only one left, and technically two, but we've done everything we can, so it's just the monsters now, and as you can see with me taking them out, they're no longer going to be showing up like I said, but they give you amazing drops, so they are worth it in my opinion. They are worthwhile, and I did do this, you know, by actually defeating all the monsters until the last one showed up, since certain monsters will have a requirement of, oh, you have to defeat about 30 or 60, 90 versions of the same species over and over again, and I think for the Niblet that was 120, which is crazy. That is so much. But the only monster that you're not going to get that does have a last one form, and it has an absolutely absurd amount of monsters, which is apparently 65,000. You have to defeat 65,000, which is absolute insanity, and it's because it's a chaos monster. But the only way you're able to take it out is by doing the final dungeon, so really you could just fight that, and that's all you have to fight until you get to the secret boss, theoretically, if you did take down all the monsters. And I'm kind of hoping I can try and do that, or at least do a majority of them, because I know the easy monsters, there are some that I haven't done yet that I would be able to take out very easily in the final dungeon, and I won't have to just waste time trying to grind to get to like 90 or 120, you know. But some of them luckily I did do naturally in the game, or I did it part of side quests, so it's worked out. And yeah, like I said, Meonecton is the only monster that you're not going to be able to get to show up as a last one in the game. It would be insanity to fight that many monsters. It even says it on the wiki if you don't believe me. And that I just found that so absurd, because I was actually thinking to myself, does it actually have a final form or not? Like, does it have a last one? And I thought, surely not, because I've already like fought so many through grinding, as I said before. I thought there's no chance there's going to be a last one. But there is, and it's in the ultimate layer. So really, in theory, even if all the monsters are wiped out, you are able to fight them between 4 AM and 6 AM, the Meonectons. So you can always do those if you want to get more gil, or you could like sell the ruin spells or get ruin spells or Ruingar to help you even further with your builds. But that's just 1-2 abilities really. But yeah, it's still helpful to have those monsters to fight if you want to prepare for anything, you know, like the ultimate lair. And I'm not going to show every single drop of the monsters, but what I will do is I will leave a link in the description for the wiki of the ultimate lair, and then from there you can see all of the last one versions, the omega versions of all the monsters, so that if you're not sure what's going to show up, or you want to know beforehand so that you can basically prepare for the ultimate lair like what I'm doing right now, then I will leave that in the description for you guys to check out. I'll probably leave 2 links or maybe 1 of the ultimate lair to help you guys out, because it's been a great help just to have a look at it, and I can see, oh, do I need to fight more monsters, or, you know, are they actually going to show up? And it will say there on the Final Fantasy wiki. It's super helpful. It's a great resource to use, and very handy for any strategies that you need if you're struggling with any of the monsters. And when you're playing on normal mode, the monsters are tough when they are omega versions, and probably in one of the clips that you're seeing, you might see me struggle in some of them, because they can be absolutely brutal. I can't lie, some of them really actually I think one of them, now I remember, one of them did make me have to escape and then refight it. It was the behemoth monster, and yeah, that was pretty tough because it's so strong and the amount of health it has is ridiculous. So definitely got to make sure you're prepared, especially if you're playing on normal or hard mode for the last ones. But keep in mind, if you'd rather do this in New Game Plus, so say like if you want to do this on hard mode where you're probably a bit more stronger, then feel free to do that. I think for me personally, I would like to try and get it done all in one foul swoop on normal mode, so that it's not too difficult on hard mode, even though you do get more stuff on hard mode, like new garbs, new weapons, etc. I think it would just make more sense to do it now whilst I can, and I'm pretty strong as it is. Like, hard mode just makes the monsters even harder, so that's my way of thinking about it. But that's everything I have to say about the ultimate lairs and the last ones. I do still have more to fight, so what I'm going to do is, in between this video, I'm going to make a cut where we'll probably after day 10 ends, like there's no more story stuff, I will go ahead and do more grinding to try and get these Omega monsters. There's only a couple left that I have. There's probably some that I'm missing in certain locations that are very niche. I know one of them is the Dreadnought, which only shows up during the daytime in Luxurian, so I may try and farm for that monster, to be fair. So there is still more work to be done with the grinding, so yeah, I hope that helps explain the ultimate lair for you guys on the Omega monsters, the last ones for you. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, and this is the garbs that I've been rocking with. And they've been super helpful with the, you know, like certain builds and whatnot, and some upgrades that I've done as well, like the shields, and like certain improvements here and there, and things for aesthetic, of course. But yeah, these garbs, these schematics have been great, and I've also been getting things ready for the Aronite fight, the tough dragon monster that we're going to be fighting probably in the next video if I have to figure it out, but that's probably going to be on either day 11 or day 12. Most likely on day 12 we will fight Aronite so that we're ready for that fight. But at the moment I'm slowly getting the stuff that I need. I'll probably have to buy different shields to make these 3 schematics perfect, because there is a YouTube video and I will leave a link in the description for it if you want to prepare for the Aronite fight as well, because it's very, very tough. It's the hardest boss fight in the game, so gotta make sure you're prepared for it. So I will leave the link for that video in the description. It's a nice easy guide to help you out if you're going to fight this monster, fight the dragon, which we'll be doing most likely in the next video. I mean, potentially in this one, but I mean, we might have quite a lot to cram into this one video, so there's not really much else I want to do, so I'm just going to end the day off.
Welcome.
Like, I don't plan on fighting Meonectons, so we may get some more story now by ending the day. And I'm ready to fight the Dreadnoughts because I tried to go to the graveyard area and they're not spawning. I think they're a daytime only spawn. And I could actually quickly confirm that, but yeah, day 10 is over. Return to the Ark. So let's have a quick look at that to confirm if I'm right about the Dreadnoughts. And they are pretty tough, so I'm gonna make sure that I have the right abilities for it. Because I have not defeated one yet. Forsaken Graveyard. Doesn't say when though. Oh, here we go. 6 till 6 AM. Yeah.
If only for one more day.
It says 6 AM, 6 PM, so that'll be perfect. Oh, what's this?
On the very last day, the flower blooms.
Oh. Day 11, 2 days till the end. Look at the flower. Oh my god.
Good to see you again.
So yeah, we've got all the days now. Martial Monk. Ah, Pent and Charge Strike. It's all with the fighter. So Pent transforms Pent into a powerful whirlwind kick ability. Ooh. That'd be fun to try. We'll have to give it a go on a different garb. And I'll probably show it off in like one of the recorded clips or something. But yeah. For now, go ahead and save. And also, if you want to refight any of the last ones, the Omega monsters, you can fight them here. If you want to try and get a better rating for them. Like, just to show it off, the skeleton. 2 minutes it took, but I think I can get a better rating, so let's give it a go.
I don't plan on losing.
So it's not just the main boss fights you can replay.
You can be forgiven. It's your funeral. Time to repent.
I'm not sure if the overclock resets or anything whilst we're in the arc, but we'll find out. Let's do Army of One. Oh, 1 damage.
You want to be saved. Don't even try. Down.
Right, let's see.
The prey is caught.
I got 1 extra star, but at least it's better. But yeah, just to show that off. Oh, and it did reset, nice.
When I see Saz with his son Daj, I'm reminded of my own father. Though he wasn't anything like Saz at all. He was a hard, strict man. Or so I always thought.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go to Luxurian, and this is just mainly to see if there's any new story or not. And I think the church area is permanently, well, the graveyard is permanently open after completing the main story of Luxurian, so it should be fine. So have we got a new story or not? We do, okay.
Finally! It's rude to keep people waiting. This girl, she's got something she wants to ask.
What girl? Are you talking about that shadow?
Yep, and guess what? It's someone you know. Okay, you can come out.
Oh, Yule.
Yule.
There are people here. They want to see you. All your friends. Huh? Hold on. What's going on? Oh, did you see that? They want to lend a helping hand, but you're too far. Even though they know what you're really feeling, what you need, they can't do anything for you.
I'm not looking for help from anybody.
Of course you aren't. You're God's handpicked savior, right? You don't need friends, or even family. That's why you can't find Sarah anymore.
Whatever.
Listen, you are the savior. You must gather the souls that still walk upon this dying world, and lead them to a new world of salvation. But your sister's soul is invisible to you. And if you cannot see her, you cannot save her. You must ask yourself, if it means saving Sarah, will you fight God? One human does not have the power to defeat Benevalza. He is all-powerful.
Then I'll find another power. Something beyond me, whatever it takes. Even if it kills me as well.
You cannot save anyone. Not even Sarah. Not as you are. Because first, you have to save yourself.
You should listen to her. She always tells the truth.
Right, not like you. But she's telling me that I'm missing something.
Well, yeah. Haven't you figured it out? I swear, sometimes I lose my faith in you. You don't even know the first thing about your own soul, but you think you can fight God himself. I don't think I've ever met anyone so dense.
If you know it all, then tell me. What is it I'm missing?
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't mean a thing if you can't figure it out on your own.
I have to save myself. But how?
Don't ask me.
Light, can you hear me? Are you hurt?
It's all right. I'm fine.
But
Look, I said I'm fine. Now just drop it, all right?
I'm fine, I'm fabulous.
if you're sure. But you will tell me if something is wrong, won't you, Light?
Yeah. Totally. We know you're a clone. We need to find out for sure first though. But yeah, that's more of the story, and most likely we'll get more at the end of the following day as well, up until the final day. Since we're done with all the main story stuff. The only things we have left to do in terms of story, other than that, is the one Area Night monster. But yeah, that's pretty much everything so far. Like the ones I was just talking about with the side quests, so I'll be taking care of that. But the fight itself, it's going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult. And before I make a cut here, before I do more grinding, oh, there's like nothing. Motor coil. I don't, yeah. That's it, quality machine oil. And then proof of legendary title. I can't remember what that is. So we'll quickly show off that fight because I haven't actually done it yet successfully. We're going to need ice. I think I got a good Belazara. Yeah, that'll do. $25. Oh, that's actually good. Yeah, I'll give those a try. And let's go ahead and do this. And you'll realize the power of necrostasis. Or sorry, chronostasis, not necro. What am I saying? Chronostasis. You'll realize how powerful it is. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? When you're grinding the monsters, you'll be like, oh yeah, this ability is like super helpful, especially with the grinding. You gotta be spamming it constantly whenever you can. because it just makes the grinding even better and saves you so much time having to, you know, like you're not like wasting days trying to get through the grind. Alright, here we are. Just what I wanted.
No problem.
Let's fight you.
I will fight evil. Time to repent.
Alright, those did actually work. Good. Uh-oh, I destroyed its arm.
You want to be saved?
Oh, I'm sorry, robot thing.
Better get ready for the next fight.
We did what had to be done. So we got Heat, Blitz, and Flame Strike. Quality Machine Oil, and Gold Malastone. So maybe it's a good thing I left this till now. And we will fight another one. I may also put an ice spell in this class. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. It's a very small difference. Level 3 and level 4. I'll probably
No time for hesitation.
get a sorcerer to improve it. Man, this thing is getting whooped.
You think you can be forgiven?
Oh, it's frozen. I came in like a wrecking ball. I had to make that joke.
A gift of light.
Oh man.
Your soul is my plunder.
It's like that film with Ryan Reynolds. Oh, it has that scene. I came in like a wrecking ball. Oh my gosh, what's that film called again? I need to find it. Ryan Reynolds. Very recent. Free Guy, that's it, yeah. Free Guy. Oh, such a funny moment. I came in like a wrecking ball. Oh my goodness. Actually, let me confirm that about Blizzara. Do I have... No, there's only one though. Is it worth it? Not much. Yeah, good as we'll get. I'll probably try and see if I can get the better version of that shield, or I'll get another one of these so I can put it on these garbs because they're brilliant. With the ATB plus 30. ATB speed plus 30.
No time for hesitation.
Yeah, so you gotta freeze it first. Then it will because you gotta stagger it.
Thanks for waiting. You're down. The light of your soul is mine.
Yeah, this is like super easy now. Wow.
Destiny is destiny.
Well, this is gonna be quite a nice easy grind. And there is the other monster that shows up here. Is it the Daunt? Gaunt? Gaunt, that's it. How many of those do we need? Oh, druid. Yeah, there's a druid one. Or dryad. I think it's dryad. 60. So we need to defeat 60 gaunts to get the Omega to show up. Okay. But I'll do that in my spare time. And also just a quick note, speaking of the last ones or anything like that, if you are wondering, can you actually complete this side quest from doing the ultimate lair? And the answer is no, because you can do it if you're playing New Game Plus, but again, this is a bit of a spoiler, but if you want to know, then yeah, to actually do this side quest, there are going to be 3 monsters that are in the final section of the game, and basically you have to take out these 3 last ones from the monsters that spawn in the final area. And you can't fight these monsters at any other point in the game. They only show up at that point because they're very strong and they drop amazingly strong abilities as well, like Element. As I said before, is an amazing spell. So that's the unfortunate thing about that side quest. So not that one, this one. Last one standing. So keep that in mind with the ultimate lair, that you won't be able to do this quest. You'll have to replay the game anyways to even finish this side quest, and you basically get Fang's weapon as a reward for completing last one standing. But I thought I'd just mention that before I do even more grinding, and who knows, maybe one day I'll hand in this quest, but I don't think it's necessary for achievements. I could be wrong. And also I'm trying to get the Soul Seed achievement where it's related to it, but you can get an elixir if you collect 100 soul seeds. So I'm gonna try and see if I can also do that whilst I'm grinding, since this spot as well is very good for chaos to spawn. If you like run back and forth in this area, it's similar to the grinding spot with the Meonectins on the bridge, where when you in Eustanon. And I showed that off at the start of the previous video. So if you want to know a really good spawn location for chaos, as well as a really good farming method that does not extinct monsters, then check out the start of, I think it's part 17. Check that out, because I go over a really good farming location for Gil or anything else like the soul seeds, because they do sometimes spawn there. Although I was getting quite unlucky where they weren't really spawning much. But hey ho. It was still really good, really helpful. Gave me a good little bit extra bit of money. I came in like a wrecking ball, but I blocked it.
It's a beautiful soul.
But yeah, I've been farming at this spot for the Zomok and the Gaunts that show up at this point. That's what I was gonna look at. What time do they spawn? I totally forgot. Is it a certain time? Oh, any time. Okay. They do normally spawn here. But yeah, this is another really good spot for farming for chaos. And it's not really showing up at the minute, but I promise you it does spawn here. But that's pretty much all I wanted to go over, so at the minute it's just going to be the same thing of rinse and repeat, just farming for monsters. So to spare you guys the time, I'm going to be fighting them now. And when I make a cut, we'll probably reach near the end of the day, or if I do manage to extinct all of the monsters that are remaining. And yeah, I'll let you guys know how much progress we make. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I wanted to go over a few things that are related to the Campus of Prayers, since there is one that I managed to do off screen, and I believe, if I remember which one it's called, is it one of the... Oh, Forbidden Tome, right? Yes, that's it. So this quest right here is one that I just did off screen, and it's Etro's Forbidden Tome, and you can find this in Polta, in the town that is right by the Temple of the Goddess, where we do the main storyline, the main quest for the Wildlands, where we have to fight Caius Ballad, and Yule is there as well. So it's in this spot right here, or at least you would have seen it by now, and these are the rewards that you get for completing that side quest for this Canvas of Prayers. So just thought I'd show that off. And there's also some others that I currently can't do until the time changes, which is Seeing the Dawn, as well as Staying Sharp. So Staying Sharp, for this one, I need to go to the industrial section, 11 AM to 4 PM. So I'll be doing that, and that's in Eustanon. And this is also in Eustanon, but this doesn't show up until 7 PM, and I think it shows up until roughly about 4 in the morning. And it even tells you when you look at the quest as well. So sometimes, if you're not sure where they are or when they show up, just check out the Canvas of Prayers. But if you look online, it will specifically tell you when and where, which is great, you know, just having Google by your side. So I'm going to be doing the Roadworks side quest, and this actually connects to a achievement that you can get as well, and I believe it's called like Pathmaker or something like that. Oh, Globetrotter, there you go. So build proof of building strong bridges to span the depths between continents, making all the world one. So basically it wants you to complete the Roadworks global quests, the Canvas of Prayers. So we're going to do that right now, since we're in Luxurion. And also, before I move on, I will quickly show this off. We did take down Gaunt, the final version of that monster, which is in the graveyard area. And as well, as I said before, we finally took down Dreadnoughts, the Omega version. So I stayed in this area, and I did get some Chaos areas to spawn as well. So I may have got a few soul seeds in the area as well whilst I was farming for that monster, and it didn't take too long, surprisingly. It was a very nice grind, and I was well prepared for it with the ice. The battles were just super easy to get done, so I'm very happy with those. But yeah, just thought I'd quickly mention that before we cover this, because I thought, why not just do this on screen, because it's very specific what we have to do. See right here, there's Chaos. But I don't think there's going to be any monsters spawning. The only ones that would spawn would be the like wolf monster things, but I don't think they spawn in this graveyard. I think they only spawn in the main town area and the alleys, so not really much luck having the Chaos spawn in this area now, because oh, there we go. Usually you get 2 soul seeds in an area, so I was just looking out for it. But sometimes the game will be like, nah, like if the game's being buggy, so it's annoying when that happens, where you're just like, I want soul seeds! So use the key for the gates to unlock the gate and obtain proof. The proof of unlocking the light gate, so it didn't harm us that we handed in the side quest. So do we have to go to the other side then? I think so. Yeah, so Luxurion Wildlands. I think what I have to do now is go to the Wildlands to unlock it. So let's go ahead and teleport to Ayas Village. And it's you can kind of see it on the map as well. It's the bottom right section that is near Ayas Village. It's kind of opposite the other bridge, which connects to Eustanon and the Wildlands. And I did try and do it before, whilst I was playing the game. I believe like we did it on screen, but the gate was shut and I didn't actually know. Like I didn't actually go up to the little icon thing. I should have. Because the game's like, oh, you need to be on top of here. Get your butt on there. So I kind of wish the game was like, do it! You know, but it's fine. And the wildlands is very quiet now. Because we got no more spawns. Right. But it's peaceful, which is what people want. They want to live in harmony so the sheep can thrive. The only predators we have out there are going to be some other robotic monsters. And I may actually fight some of them, because there's a canvas of preyers that requires the motor coils, and I don't quite have enough for one of the canvas of preyers, so I'll probably do that as well. And there's some very minor ones in the wildlands with the canvas of preyers. I'll quickly show them off. Like the Choco Corral, I think they're the daytime mushrooms. Oh, I can hand in that one, right? Yeah. And I can hand in that one. I need to find where the Rocky Crag Mole is, because there's probably one area I haven't checked for them, so I'll look that up in my spare time and try and hand in that canvas of prayers. And like I said, if you're not sure, there's a lot of good guides for collecting stuff in this game, and quite surprisingly, there's some really good IGN guides, which is a surprise, because normally IGN, they only cover the games that they brown nose and that are in the, you know, the mainstream. Because I wouldn't have said this game was in the mainstream at the time. So I think what we do now, so we got the proof. I think we just go to the canvas of prayers. Now that we got the proof of unlocking them, I think it actually unlocks when we go to the canvas of prayers. And maybe I should teleport somewhere else. Let me have a look. Because I'm thinking of getting my EP back, you see. Because I don't really want to use an ether. I could, but I can avoid it. Oh yeah, so we got the bridge working for the Dead Dunes and Eustanon. I think we also have Dead Dunes Wildlands Bridge working as well. It's just the bottom, well, the top right-ish kind of area. You know, for the Wildlands and Luxurian, that's the only one that isn't open. Because we're here, and we want to connect it to, like, there. So, I think... or do I check out the bridge? I'm so indecisive. I do have some monsters to slay in the Dead Dunes, so that's the only thing. You know what? Actually, for the sake of the video, we'll go back to the North Station in Luxurian. We'll do that. Because we can always go to the Wildlands by foot, or, you know, just get more EP from the monsters on the bridge. Because we need to defeat a lot of them. How am I doing for items? Yeah, and we can also buy X potions from the merchants, which is amazing. That'll do. Definitely need the Phoenix Downs, I forgot I was low on those. Right, so let's go here.
I hope you can make everyone's wishes come true.
There might be some other global quests that show up by the end of the days coming up, but we'll see. Oh, we got a blade and a shield. There we go. The road from Luxurian to the Wildlands is now open. New goods can be found in Luxurian's outfitters shops. There we go. Globe Trotter. So we got the achievement.
Welcome in.
Oh, so it's the other one?
Come back again.
Yeah, it must be the one that's south. And I did also grab a garb from there before. And I'll show it on screen now. This was the one that we got at the end of the day. I bought this one. This was from the area I just looked at. So Loyal Servant. you can get that garb from the merchant over there. So this one here, that outfit is not the other one. So I'll have to check the other one to see if they do have an outfit. But before I even do that, I need to get my EP back. So we're going to that bridge. And I'm not going to freeze time, because we want it to hit 11 AM, so I can go get that global quest item. But I just want to show off the bridge, you know? Since we haven't unlocked this one. But yeah, it's great. You don't even have to go to those bridges to get the achievement. You just have to complete those global quests, which is amazing. And I'm still trying to work on the Soul Seeds achievement. It's quite hard because you need 100 Soul Seeds for the elixir, which is a big requirement. Okay. Thought I heard something, but it's okay. So now, this should be open. Oh! Speaking of which, we got the Uldan blade. Very good. And the shield. Oh wow. They actually look really nice though in terms of the design. Got more strength than magic. Oh, let's put it on this one. Oh, that matches so nicely. Oh, that is so cool. Love it. Love. Shame about the ATB speed, but the guard defense is great, and the extra health, 5,000. That is a lot. Not the best weapon with its stats, but it's still good, it's decent. It might actually have more strength than my other weapons, to be honest. And I may need that garb for the ultimate layer, so I'm keeping it in the schemata that we have set up. So let's see what shows up if we get anything. Soltis should show up. Yes, Soul Seed. Okay, probably just the one. I don't think it's always guaranteed to have like multiple soul seed drops in an area. I think it just has a small chance for it to happen. We should see the wildlands show up a bit further down. That's probably when we're gonna get the monster spawns. Yeah, there we go. Now we're in the wildlands. Oh, do you know what? We're probably not going to get any spawns, are we? This could be a problem. Maybe I will have to use my ether. Maybe. But my chocobo's here. as we heard, which is kind of funny because he can't even spawn on the bridge. Like, he can't run around on the bridge with us. So it's pretty funny that we can hear Odin. He's like, hey, I'm here. I have enough EP to freeze time if I need to.
Looks nice and cool.
But yeah, that's the whole bridge. Not a pointless journey though, because like I said, I need the soul seeds. Hello, Odin. My buddy. But yeah, that's all done. Let's see what you got.
Not bad.
Free?
Here's your cut. Hey, I've got a story I want to share with you. Long ago, there was a blacksmith who had a dream. He wanted to make a blade using soul seeds. Want me to tell you how that turned out? He managed to create something amazing, all right, but it had a life of its own. The first thing it did was slay its creator. Then it disappeared to God knows where. This magical blade was dubbed the Ultima Weapon. They say its blade glows with crimson stained by the blood of all the men it's slain.
The Ultima Weapon. Oh, that's cool. So, we're gonna have no monster spawns here. It's a very empty. It's like, empty lands is what it should be called now. The only thing, or sheepland. The sheeplands. Yes, that should be the new name. I dub thee the sheeplands. Now that, there is no more monsters. No more at all. They're all gone. Oh, I just had a big brain moment. Well, is it a big brain moment or am I being silly? Because I want to go to the Canvas of Praise, but I also want to go to Usanon. I think it would be best if I went the other way actually. So I'm going to make a save here just in case. So I think what I'm going to do is with the spawns that are in the Dead Dunes path, I'm going to fight some of those on the other side, not the other, yeah, this side. Fight some of those until I get 8, and then I can teleport to Usanon. Get the power booster, and then when I'm done with that, fight more monsters until it's 7 PM. So I can get that other global quest item, hand those in, and then just fight more monsters until more Omega monsters show up, so I think that sounds like a good plan. The only problem is we're gonna get the spawns that are like quite deadly, although there is the other one that's like super easy. And you know what? We don't need these markers, the yellow ones. The green ones can stay, because I don't mind that they're like, oh yeah, there's the, you know, the different, you know, gazelle greens. There we go, that's the spawn I wanted.
No time for hesitation.
These like dead easy. The ones I don't like are the Earth Eaters, because they're very tough. And I saw online that someone said a good tactic to do is to use the club weapon. Yeah, so I'm avoiding that one. Oh, especially with chaos? Yeah, there's no chance I'm fighting you. No chance. I'll fight you in the chaos though.
Better be careful.
Easy.
Now redemption is yours.
Very good. And basically the club that I mentioned, it's if I go here, it's a weapon that drops from Cyclops. What type of weapon is it? I think it's one of these, right? Oh yeah, Demon's Mace, that's it. Because it has hard hitter. Or I guess you could always equip hard hitter. Because I know you can get those for the accessories.
Don't even try.
But yeah, the Earth Eaters, that's going to be a very tough fight. Probably the hardest Omega monster there is. Because even the Chocobo Eater was quite tough. I remember that one being quite hard, but I didn't get taken out. I had plenty of stuff to help me get through. It was just the behemoth monster. I think it's called the Reaver. That was the one that I struggled on. Okay, good timing, because I'm going to teleport away. So we're going to go to Yusnon. I'm going to go to the industrial section. So where we got the shortcut to slip through to what's the word I'm thinking of? To basically sneak into the palace area, into the plaza, where the rich and wealthy were able to have access to. Oh, actually. Radical bearing. Oh, that's the robots, I think. I don't know where to find the unfired firework. J-Tech, bronze pocket watch.
You finally learned my secret. Yes, it's me, Saz's darling little super adorable fantabulous chocobo chick.
Yeah. We found that out already. In 13.2. In the DLC. I think that's adorable though. The little companion. It was Chocolina.
Huh. That's not bad. Wow, I see you're doing pretty well.
Nice. So eventually they should give you an elixir. An elixir is like one of the best items in the game. A recovery item. So I think these are the ones that drop the radical bearings. And these ones don't have an omega form, I believe. So they constantly spawn. So if you need EP, you can fight them. But they do get in the way of the other spawns, which is a bit annoying. Like the hot tile that are in the area. I think the hot tile, I'm probably going to leave them until the ultimate lair, just because they don't really spawn that much. Oh yeah, and you spawn here too.
Plan on losing. Keep up if you can. The light of your soul is mine.
I'll have to look up where the other items are for the Campus of Prayers. They're probably hidden somewhere. And I haven't found them yet. Does it actually say, like, where? Has gone missing from the stores. Doesn't say. Yeah. Doesn't really give me a clue for those. There's only one of them that I've managed to find. And both of these global quests are in XIII. And we can get the power booster. I think it's the section over there. So as long as you're in the area, the spot between 11 AM to 4 PM, it should be there.
Security alert code Bravo. An intruder has been seen within a restricted area.
So let's head over to that spot. And you'll see it on the floor by here. This little glowing... There we go. Power booster. And like I said, these always spawn.
The light of your soul is mine.
Weeks of fire and thunder, I believe. Yeah, so these, they do have an Omega form, but I don't think they spawn often, so that's my only reasoning to avoid them. Like, if you don't want to fight them now, you could treat them like a groundling where you can just fight them later on, because they're easy to defeat. They're not hard at all.
Shine on me.
Like, I don't think I've defeated that many. Oh yeah, but they do have counterblow. And I need to sell more of my spells, because I've already gotten so many. Category. The best thing to do, I'd say, is get rid of the abilities that are stuck at the max, so, you know, guarding, that have no extra ability or extra effect, you know? Like, that one's pretty weak, that can go. I won't get rid of much more, but just to show it off. Because I need to actually sell them. Yeah, now that's done. And then the spot where the other item is, I'll place a marker for you guys. And you can always just go to a video if you really don't know. But it's right there, it's hidden behind a bush. And I'll probably show it off when I do some grinding and whatnot. I may even include it now. But I think at the time being, I'm gonna do some more grinding for the monsters, and I'm gonna try and look at the other canvas prayers and see if I'm able to get the missing items from those side quests. And then, like I said, just fighting more monsters until we get more Omega Visions to show up. And yeah, I'm not sure whether canvas of prayers items are. I'm not really sure. And then there's those ones as well I need to take care of. But I'll get them done. They're not much of a hassle. I probably won't do every single one, but I'll try my best to get most of them done. So yeah, not much to it really. Not much to it. Oh yeah, proof of legendary title. I need to also look at how I'm supposed to get that. I think I remember looking at it, but I forgot what the location is. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'll see you guys in a bit with updates on all the quests and monster fighting stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, I am back. So there are a couple things that I'm going to update you guys on with the monsters that we've slayed. So let's talk about them right now. There's quite a lot of them that I took down. There's only a few that we're missing, and just to show them off here. So for example, we've slain all of those, we just haven't slayed all of the goblins. And the Quechua, they're quite difficult to find or at least try and catch them, because they're sneaky. They all just like run away from you, and sometimes they'll run towards you. They're very inconsistent with when they spawn, you know, with like, oh, they'll like run to you, and then yeah, they're weird. Anyways, the Scatanae, I have not taken them down either. There's still a couple left in XIII. So I'm not really too worried about them because they're super easy to take down. So I feel like I shouldn't have a problem fighting them in the ultimate layer. So with that in mind, I'm probably just gonna not farm for those because the grind is starting to get to me. But as you can see right here, we have done a lot of the difficult monsters with Soltis, Reaver. We already did Reaver before, but the Earth Eater, we took that down. And I'll show it off for you guys right now with the gameplay. Some of the fights were very difficult, especially Earth Eater. That one was quite a challenge, but I just made sure to be fully prepared, have all of my schematics ready for each fight, and sometimes it may take a retry. But the best thing I would say is if it does show up, if the Omega does show up, make sure to save, especially if it's the Earth Eater, the Chocobo Eater, the Reaver, or Zomox Altis. You know, they're very difficult, and there's a reason why they give you standardly EP2 EP from the normal monsters, because they are very difficult. So just go in very prepared, and it doesn't matter if you waste all of your EP on these fights, because they give you back 8 EP when you defeat the Omega version. So don't be shy to just use all of your abilities that you can to take down the monsters, and you can just follow along some of the strats that I have for some of the fights if you want to. But if you are struggling, there's a lot of really good guides online, and there's going to be one that I will leave in the description if you want to check out information about the ultimate layer and about the Omega monsters. So yeah, just feel free to check that out if you don't mind being prepared for the ultimate layer and stuff like that, or if you're doing it again and you want to familiarize yourself with it, then go ahead and check it out if you're doing it for yourself. And I hope you have as much success as I do, and you know, I'm not really too bummed out that there's only like 3 monsters that I have left, because they're going to be super easy to take down. So that means going into the ultimate layer, because I can't see myself grinding even further, because it's been taking such a long time to get all the monsters taken down. It's a long grind, but I'm feeling pretty prepared for the ultimate layer with, you know, those other monsters that we had to take down, because we got Goblin, Scatanae, I think it's called Scatanae, and Cactua. We have to just take those 3 down, and then as well, the monster that you're always going to be fighting in the ultimate layer is going to be the Meonecton, even if you take down all of the other monsters that are in the game. So I feel like I'm just going to save it for that specific layer for all of those fights, because they'll be super easy to do, and then we'll just have the secret boss at the very end. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And since we're coming up to the end of the day, I'm just going to let it roll out. And there's a reason why I'm here as well, back in the same spot in the XIII road that connects to Dead Dunes. And that was because I've been trying to farm the soul seeds, because I was by here before, freezing time and whatnot, and I was like, why am I not getting the soul seeds to actually spawn? And it's actually because soul seeds are connected with time. They don't respawn unless time passes. So if you're using chronostasis, the soul seeds will not spawn. So sadly, with the soul seeds in mind, it's going to take quite a long grind. Like, I've been trying to grab them before, and as you can see, there's like none showing up. So we're done with everything, and we're just going to let the day roll over. Can I English? There we go, the 11th day is over. But yeah, we've done so much progress with everything, so I'm very happy. So we may get some more story after this. Yep. It rains?
Cid reigns.
That was once a man's name, but now it means nothing.
Ah.
His soul has dissolved into the swirl of chaos. I take his form as a convenience, but I'm no more than a puppet.
Alright, so who's pulling your strings? Benevelza?
No, not God. I am the voice of many, of the countless multitude who call chaos home. I am the speaker for the dead. Tell me, Savior, do you know the ritual they call Soul Song?
Vanille is planning to perform it at the cathedral. She says it'll release the dead from their suffering. I guess that means you.
Vanille has been misled. There is a truth she cannot see, a truth that lies within the unseen realm.
What do you mean? What truth?
You do not understand the role of chaos.
Huh?
The chaos will drown this world, but it's also the key to our humanity. When we die, we return to it. But only for a short time. When a man dies, his soul melts into the chaos, but the idea of it, of him, survives intact. And then he is reborn anew and returns to the living world. An unseen power exists in all of us. It's the chaos that we carry in our hearts.
Our souls are made out of the chaos, which is why they return to it when we die. But they survive there, waiting for a new body, which means you could be reborn in the new world.
If the Sacred One shows us the way, she is the only one who can tell us what to do. She has the power to guide us into the future, where we can live again.
She can do what I can't. Vanille can bring salvation to the dead.
Yes, but she doesn't know what she is capable of. The Order has kept the truth from her.
Why would they lie to her? They preach salvation.
Only for the living. The Soul Song will destroy us and make you forget we ever existed. Murder on a grand scale.
You want me to stop her, right?
Yes. And then you must tell her what her real power is, so she can lead us to salvation.
Is this what you all want?
It is, but it is not God's will. If you answer our prayer, it will mean defying Benevelza. Those who try to defy the gods end up controlled by them and are destroyed in the end. Like Cid Reigns.
I remember Reigns fought for humanity and he was killed for it, but the spirit that drove him to stand up to the tyranny of the gods didn't die. I kept it with me. Chaos is in all of us. It's the stuff our souls are made of, and it's the reason that the dead live on in our hearts and minds.
Yes, the chaos unites humanity, a thread woven through all our lives, and it's a power God cannot see. Its potential is limitless, and that makes it more powerful than he is.
But now you're gonna tell me that it's nearly impossible to tap into. Am I right?
Yet it is possible. No one can control the chaos. If you want to make the power yours, you must have the help of those who are inside it. You know what needs to be done. You know whose soul you have to find.
You mean Sarah? Are you saying I'll be able to reach her?
You must. With the chaos, anything is possible. Find the invisible bonds that unite us across life and death. Do that, and you will have all the power you need.
Chaos. It was the key to defeating God. If I wanted to use it, I needed Sarah's help. But Sarah, how can I make you hear me? I reach out with every fiber of my being, but is it enough? Can I do more? If I throw myself into the abyss, if I cry out to you, will you hear me, Sarah? Will you answer?
let's see, what's gonna happen? Because we've done like everything.
Hold the world aloft. Give me another day.
Yeah, we have no Aradia. So day 12, one more day.
Well, it's that time again.
Alright, let's see what we got. Quake. Oh. A bit of a late ability, isn't it? Oh, okay. And also I got this weapon that I bought from the store in Usanon. It's very expensive though. It's over 300,000 gil. But I've been getting a lot of gil from defeating the monsters. So that's a good thing about it, is, you know, you can just farm gil that way basically. You're farming like multiple things. And also I got some of the Canvas of Praise quests done too. There's just this one, and I'll try and take care of that one. Oh, actually there's one more, but it's like super easy. Just need one Choco Barrel, and hopefully that's the last of those quests. Hopefully. And then that's it. That's like all the Canvas of Praise done, since I've been slowly taking care of those. And there's some really good guides online if you're struggling to find stuff. Definitely make sure to check them, because some of them are limited with the time, or they only show up during a certain time, with like the global side quests or the Canvas of Prayers. Since we had that earlier on whilst we were trying to get those items, as I told you guys about, like the power booster, it only showed up at a certain area in a specific time of the day, so keep that in mind. And I think what I need to do now, I need some better items from Hope, so I'm gonna get rid of 2 of these.
Light, the end is almost here. One more day, and then the destruction of the world will be complete.
Right. And there's no way I can delay it any longer.
No, this is it. You can still carry out your mission as the Savior, but today is your last chance. Tomorrow in the cathedral, Vanille will perform the soul song for the Order, the final rites, when the souls of the dead will be released from their torment and returned to oblivion. And when the clock strikes the hour, it'll mark the end of everything.
It's an ending that not even God has the power to stop.
Look at all those.
You look like you've seen a ghost or something.
Not wrong. Yeah, so we got new items, because to be fair, I haven't been checking the stores, but the new items we got, these are amazing. Hero's Potion and Crusader's Potion. So we're gonna get one of those. And we also have Phoenix Wing, so it revives us and fully restores health and casts haste. So I think I'm gonna get one of these as well. I do have Ether if I need them. Could spend some more. The only downside, of course, is losing EP. But if I really need EP, I can use an Ether like I said. Okay, let's so bravery, faith regen. Get rid of that one.
Light, you... Something's on your...
Stop probing us. The Crusader... Oh, hold on. Nope. Yeah, here's potion. That'll do. So, I'm going to make a separate save. Just in case. And pretty happy with them. Yeah, go by name. Nah. No, it should be fine. So, where are we gonna go then? Because I know for definite we're gonna do the Ereshkigal fight, but that'll be in the next video. That'll be like one of the first things we do. I think, actually, what I could do... I could do the... Luxurian thing? I don't think there's any other fights I'm thinking of for there. I could try and farm soul seeds in that direction. Or I could just take all of the routes if I wanted to do it by foot. Let's go to North Station and see if we can do that.
It really feels like the end now.
Yeah.
Soon it'll be over.
It's been dying for 500 years.
I wasn't talking about the world.
Then what?
Never mind. Time is short. Every minute's precious now.
Yeah.
Let's not waste any.
Well, luckily I took care of a lot of stuff. But this is like the final day to do side related stuff. More than anything. But yeah, I had to get those items because I'm going to need them for the Ereshkigal fight. Ah, no story. Okay. Making another save just in case. So there's a cleric guy that shows up in this sort of area where he's praying, and he was the guy that we donated money to. So let's see if we can find him. I think he shows up kind of like in this vicinity. I might need to let time progress a little bit.
Rumor has it I want to see it for myself.
But what I can do, I can talk to the guy down here.
Did you know? The elements of a soul seed have a certain effect on the soul. Did I ever tell you the story of an alchemist who tried to infuse life into a machine using one of these? Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking either. Lucky for us, it didn't work. Last I heard, he was still at it, dabbling in some dark arts or something. But that was years ago. Who knows what he's up to now?
Okay.
These hats are...
So he's like one of those guys that are part of the church. They have like the fancy clothes and exaggerant or extravagant headpiece things. I think it's him. but we can't talk to him. Maybe it's you. What are you saying about me? These rude people. Is that a woman? Like, bish, I can dress however I want, thank you very much. Even if I look like I'm gonna be a sailor. RMAK. Dang, he's not gonna bother, is he? Okay. Well, what we can do then, we can head to the Dead Dunes, not the Dead Dunes, the we will be going there. Just not quite yet. I've got a bit of time to do stuff. Like those covers of prayers, I just want, like, just to scratch that itch to be like, I did them all, you know? It'd be nice to do that. But the only problem we have now is because there's not many monsters around in the area, it makes the whole EP situation a bit more tricky. Like there, we got no monsters to spawn.
This is where you can.
Alright. So if anything goes wrong as well, like if I'm wasting too much time on stuff, I can always reload my save up and plan the day a lot better. But I'm not really worried at the moment. Just need to watch EP usage and stuff like that.
I hope you can make.
Yeah, it's just that one that I want to get done.
I hope you can.
We need to find a mushroom. So we gotta go this way. And the wildlands as well, they are completely empty. So there's going to be nothing here. That train went meow. Oh, there's a name here. I totally missed this one. What you got for us? Oh, a bracelet. Oh, cool. All in fire. Auto fire. Same difference. I was going to say auto fire, but yeah. So it's in fire, so basically physical attacks become fire elements. For a duration of time. There we go, that's what we need. Okay, that's done. Not really getting any chaos to show up. Like, sometimes it is in certain spots anyways. Like at the minute, I'm in an area I'm not too sure about when it comes to things like that. Alright, thanks Jacobo.
Miss Mighty Savior.
Right, please, no more after this.
You did a fantastical job.
I have special powers I use to transform into a beautiful human lady.
It doesn't look like anyone's wishes made it to the board.
Oh yeah.
I hope you keep granting.
Because I think I cut her off earlier. She was like, oh, there's like no requests. And it's like, yes. I did them all.
Are you taking the train?
The attention to detail, we love it. We love it. You know, I might not even need the ether for the Ereshkigal fight, but you know, if I really need to, I can try taking out Catchwas in the area to give me a little bit of EP. Because they actually give quite a lot. They provide, I believe, 0.5. And for an easy monster to take down, that's actually really good because they're very weak. Like, in terms of attack and their defenses. Any seeds? Probably be better in a different area. I mean, if I don't get the Soul Seed achievement related to the elixir, it's not a huge deal because you can do it in New Game Plus. The thing that just makes it more annoying is that if you're doing it on your first playthrough, it requires 100 to get the elixir. And you can also get a Phoenix wing, so I'm kind of like, I probably won't be able to... No, not you. I won't be able to get that achievement on my first playthrough, but I do plan on doing New Game Plus anyways, but I don't think it'll be a full playthrough. Like, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. Yes, we can talk to you.
Collecting donations, we ask that everyone bless you. True believers who give.
Yes, there we go. Perfect. So I think it's time connected, and I'm sure there's a guide for the mythical badge quest. Proof of a legendary title obtained. But yeah, you basically have to donate guild to that guy, I think 3 times.
You weren't able to see anything? The board can be a bit flaky sometimes. You know how it is.
Wow, have we actually... That's crazy. I don't think I've ever done that before, where I've completed all of the Cabs of Praise. That is wild. We've done all of them. Of course, I did do quite a couple of them off screen as well though, but still, that's amazing. So, that means all we have to do now is head back down to the Dead Dunes. So we made it back to the Dead Dunes, and this is where we're going to be fighting Ereshkigal in the next video, and we're also going to be back at the Dead Dunes for the ultimate lair, which is kind of like a final dungeon, but part of like extra content. So, you know, it'll be stuff where we'll be fighting the Omega monsters that we haven't taken down, or they weren't, you know, fightable in the base game like the Meonecton. So it's going to be really awesome to show that off, since we'll be doing that straight after we are done with Ereshkigal. But Ereshkigal is going to be a very tough fight, so I need to make sure I got all the schematics sorted out correctly, and I got all the right equipment and abilities and stuff like that. It's like a really, really difficult fight, so gotta be prepared. And the ultimate lair, that's going to be awesome to try and see if we can actually do it, but I'm pretty confident that we can. So yeah, that's the plan for when we play some more Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII in the next video, so I'll see you guys then.